If you're looking to achieve maximum fly casting accuracy, you need to have your fly unrolling low, right above the surface of the water. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean in this video. I'm Chris Myers, Orlando Fly Casting Lessons, and most of the fishing that I do on my charters here in Central Florida involves sight fishing. You see a fish, you must cast to them. Maybe where you fish, you don't always see fish, but there certainly can be occasions where you need to cast up near a shoreline, up near some bushes, some rocks, to a rise, to something that indicates I want my fly to go there. And accuracy is something we should all be able to do when needed. I'm going to show you two different casts, and one is the cast that I see most of the time. The other one's the one that I would recommend that you try to learn and achieve.
Before we get to today's video, this is the angle that I normally do most of my videos from. Today's angle is going to be different. A lot of you have asked for a more close-up view of what exactly I'm doing with my hand and arm and body, and not so much what the rod is doing. If you want to figure out what your line should be looking like, be sure to check out some of my other casting accuracy videos to show a completely different angle than we're going to be using today.
So cast number one is something I see all the time. A perfectly well-formed loop travels parallel to the water, and if we let this one go, goes absolutely wherever it wants to when it bounces back. Make that same one, and more often people are tempted to then go, that one fell short of where I wanted it to go. This next cast, even though we had wind behind me a little bit right now, it still didn't straighten it out. But this one, that goes low to the water, low, it lands exactly where I want it to because it is going low. It unrolls right above that water surface. So when it straightens out, it's only a couple feet above the water or less. That cast will land there. How exactly do I get that cast down there? Well, the thing we definitely do not want to do under any circumstance in an attempt to get our fly to go lower is to take the rod tip on the delivery and point down there where I wanted it to land. Now, would it be impossible to get it to do that? I'm sure I could probably, with a ton of force, slam some out straight, maybe more than some, but it's really not fly casting at that point. We're just slapping the line down like we had a cane pole or a stick. If we want to make a cast that unrolls going down with a loop, then our back cast must be going higher than the forward cast so the path of our tip can come down. And whether I'm doing that side arm, like down here, so I'm flipping it slightly higher in the back than I am in the front. We could do that a little more 3/4. Now I'm coming much higher in the back, a little lower in the front. Or you could do it more straight up and down, which I don't care for, because now, even though I don't have a hook on here, I don't like that thing coming by my face, but all of those unrolled higher in the back than they did in the front. The only way we are going to get our cast to unroll going down is to take our straight line we're working with and tilt that line some degree of higher in behind us, lower in the front of us. If you're not currently doing that and you want accuracy, start having, or accuracy certainly in wind. If we had wind coming to the side, this cast that comes up and over like that gets blown way off course.
Let's take a look at that cast in slow-mo again. And I'm going to pause it up here and show you how high above the water the fly is when it's almost over the target. Right there. So there, it's still unrolling. So it's still going to travel up and out of the frame and then come back into the frame. But that cast is easily 15 feet above the water. There it goes up, over, and around. And now I'm done casting. My fly is still here above my head level. And I expect that somehow to flutter down where it needs to land, which rarely, if ever, is going to happen.
And then things that were working for you in the calm completely get destroyed in the slightest little breeze. If you want consistency, accuracy, wind, no wind, less effort, nicer presentations, have a cast that unrolls right above the surface, nice and soft, get you a straight line path of that tip, proper acceleration, and higher in the back, lower in the front. All those things you can learn in my other fly casting videos. If you haven't checked those out, become a subscriber and check out these videos. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any tips for anyone else on accuracy, be sure to leave those in a comment below.